Hello everyone. Good evening, how are you?
Good.
I cannot hear you. How are you? Thank you for coming at our Unspoken Grand Slams. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You can see like the unseen audience upstairs. Yeah, so do you know what Unspoken Grand Slam is? Any one of you know about it? Any one of you came here last night? Oh, not last night, last year. Because last year we have like the same events, which is Unspoken Grand Slam. And yeah, this is the second year of Unspoken Grand Slam because Unspoken is one of our poetry slam communities in Bali. And yeah, every year they have kind of fringe events or small events, the kind of poetry slams for 3 times a year. And in the end of the year, we have this Unspoken Grand Slam. So once again, welcome to the Unspoken Grand Slam. And now we are ready to kind of host 6 finalists from 3 events that we had earlier this year. I will call the 6 finalists later. But now, I want to explain a bit about our rundown today. We will have 2 performers. One is the band that will performing as the opening. And then we will have the guest poet, which is Sonia and Doni later. So we will start with the band first, and then we will start with the first round of Unspoken Grand Slam. And in this first round of Unspoken Grand Slam, the theme will be justice. So we call today as Unspoken Justice. And then we will start with the guest poet, which is Sonia and Doni, and we will start the second round, which is the theme will be like really depends on the finalists. And we will have the brass tacks. And the exciting things is after the Grand Slam, after the poetry slam, any one of you has registered for the open mic. I think we have opened some slot. Yeah. So, how many of you have raise your hand, please, for the open mic. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 slots for the open mic, right? Okay. And yeah, and we're also announcing the winner later in the end of the events. It's kind of, oh. I have issue with spotlight though. Okay, so I will just introduce you briefly about our 6 finalists, yeah, before we start the night. So there will be Jong. Where is Jong? As the first finalist. And then we have, Cleo. And then we have Getning. We have, who else? Kaisar, sorry, not Kenzo. Kaisar, where are you? We have Imam, where is Imam? And the last one is Zeta. Where is it? Oh, sorry. So yeah, they are the 6 finalists that will perform today. With the first round will be like a justice. But yeah, to open the night, I will call the band to set up the things. So yeah, while waiting them to set up like their music, I want to invite one man from Cekindo as our sponsor, Pak David, to give some speech at the stage. So, Pak David.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is David. I'm the branch manager of the Cekindo here in Bali. Cekindo is the leading consultancy firm in Indonesia. We are established since 2012. We are helping a foreign investor who want to invest and expand in Indonesia, and we do have also outsourcing, immigration services like visa and kitas And if you want to establishing the company in Indonesia or in Bali especially, you can just contact us, and we are really actually pleased to be part of this event, as we are believe that getting in touch in the community, especially specific in the art and the poetry, it's one of the advantage of we are established in Bali. So yeah, thank you very much, and I hope for the contestant great success and have delivered the performance. Thank you.
Thank you for the. Okay, so one more speech from Unspoken representative. I guess some of you knows him already. Doni Marmer.
Hello, thank you, C. Hello, everyone. Hey. Oh my God, come on. This is an amazing night to celebrate poetry, so we need energy, definitely. Because we're gonna be, indulge and, drown into poetry the entire night. So we need your energy all night long. Are you guys ready for poetry tonight? Yes. So the idea of Unspoken was born last year. Between me and Virginia and also Dita, we talked like we need to make a scene. Because we've been kind of like exposed a lot with the Poetry Slam events that are happening in Ubud Raya Festival the past years, and we feel like we need to make a movement about this because we think that spoken words, poetry, and any kind of poetry is kind of like a form of like expressing yourself without boundaries, without limitations, and all the things that you want to say can be presented in the form of poetry. Can you agree with me? Yeah. Can I have an amen? Amazing. So, and then we make Unspoken. We feel like let's start from small. Let's make a poetry slam so we feel we can encourage people with their kind of like competitiveness. Because just the poetry, we feel like we have a lot of that. How about we make a competition so people can have a motivation to perform, to represent themselves. And we found the name Unspoken. I know it's kind of a funny name for a spoken word poetry, but Unspoken represents all of the words that we cannot express. So Unspoken means actually a space for us to speak the unspoken thoughts. So we started last year at the very beginning was the theme. So we always choose like emotional themes. So the first theme was actually unspoken anxiety. So a lot of people actually express their anxiety to poetry, and it was just amazing. It's like therapy session. And we have different types of expression: anger, love, and now we have justice. Because we live in a country full of oppressions. We live in a country where speaking the truth, there's a right up there. We live in a country, I think that's a shout of agreement, thank you. We live in a country where we cannot just say whatever we want to say. Although we agree on freedom of speech, but where is that? So tonight, from last year, we were able to collect like 6 amazing poets, and they perform really well. They represent their own self really well, and we have the winner. And then now, this year, we have like amazing 6 poets who will read their poetry, and they will be true to all of us in this room. So this is gonna be a momentum for all of us to experience that. And this is a non-profit event, although there's ticket, but that is actually a fundraising part of us, so we can keep this next year as well. And our big dream is that we're gonna have a national poetry slam representing Indonesia and maybe the world, because we need someone from Indonesia to be up on the stage, claim the stage, the global stage, and say, this is our voice. We speak the unspoken thoughts. This is our identity. So, thank you very, 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 very much for coming here. I really appreciate your time, and also appreciate your snaps. This is how we roll in Poetry Slam, the snaps. And also, just shout. If you love it, just shout. Just say you love it. If you hate it, just shout. Slowly. Just be nice. And above all, there will be some poets that will read their poetry in Bahasa Indonesia or English or whatever language. It's a language of love. It's a language of anger. It's a language of everything. It's poetry. So, give them the biggest applause. And for those of you who are gonna join open mic, prepare yourself. Anyway, alright, thank you very, very much. One more message. Tonight, the winner is not the person. The winner is the poetry itself. Enjoy your night!
Thank you, Doni. So, are you guys ready? Okay, yeah, kind of. Are the finalists ready? Okay, so before we start with the band, I just want to say thanks to Cekindo Business International as a supporter, and a little Talks Ubud, Nona Dansa, Kitchen and Cafe Sano, Bali Buda, Minikino, Mahima Institute Indonesia. Special thanks to Ubud Writers and Readers Festival. Media friends, we have BudaBalebengong.id, tatkala.co, nusabali.com, What's New Bali, IDN Times, Pro2 FM Denpasar, MAVE Magz, and if you want to get some updates from Unspoken Poetry Slam, please follow them on Instagram at Unspoken Poetry Slams, also like on Facebook Unspoken Poetry Slam. So, in the band, are you ready?
Yeah.
Give the big applause to the band.
hati lama tersimpan. Hanyutkanlah, hilangkanlah. Tak mau lagi, tak mau lagi aku menanti senyuman pagi, senyuman pagi, selamatkan hari.
Thank you for Betelnut. Big applause again for E the band. Okay, so are you ready for the unspoken now? For the poetry slam? No, I couldn't hear you. Sorry, I'm a bit silly though. Okay, so for anyone who is new with poetry slam, I just want to share some of the rules of the poetry slams, which has been shared to the finalists before. But in case you are attending like the other poetry slams next time, so you know the rules already. Wait a minute, I have so many cue cards now. Okay, so the first rule of unspoken poetry slams, there are two rules, one for the performers, the other one for the audience. So the performers need to read their own original poems for 3 minutes max, and also after 3 minutes and 10 seconds, we will deduct the point by 1 point per 10 seconds. And the time, we will count the times right away after the first word. So when they come to the stage, the first word will count as a sign for us to count the time till like the 3 minutes. And then for tonight, poetry should be in English or bilingual. And we will cut the highest and lowest points from the judges. There will be like 5 judges tonight. It's just following the traditions around the globe about the unspoken poetry slams. And for the audience, I will need you to do something like this together. Can we? With 2 hands. I cannot do 2 hands because, you know. Okay, can we do it louder, please? Okay, go. You can make some kind of improvisations with this, like something like this, with some gesture if you want to. But actually, so this is to respect the performers. If you can relate to the performance, if you feel emotional, if you feel triggered, if you feel anything that makes you want to clap your hands, during the performance you cannot clap your hands. So please do this finger snapping instead, yeah? So you can clap your hands right after they finish the performance. And then if you feel that something is triggering you and you want to deliver like your suggestions, we have our community there. So please feel free to talk with them during the performance or after the unspoken grandstand tonight. So I totally forgot to introduce myself. I'm CD Piscayanti actually. It's been like 10 minutes. I got my nerves though. So I'm CD Piscayanti. I was the runner-up for Unspoken Grand Slam last year. We have the winner here. Where is Wulan Saraswati? Wulan. Oh, she's outside. So you were greeted by the winner of Unspoken Poetry Slams earlier. Okay, to start, I have one poem that I will read it today I have read it on Ubud Writers and Readers Festival before. So, here it is. I met an accident a couple months ago. My pride has committed suicide. It was such a grief for me. I met him first time on the news, rainbow flag waving. It's an event, yet emotions, a protest, yet celebrations. Once a tragedy, yet a house of music party. It's a silent moment every time I tell mom my partner is a handsome daddy. She might be jealous of me. My pride was indeed a state of confusion. My pride was always wanting acceptance, yet wondering what piece of clothes I'll go for a party. My pride being jailed twice a week for letting the world know I love rich. My ex in every spoken words, and it still feels so fucking hurts. I call whatever hurts me as a pride though. I love my pride the way I love mango sticky rice. My pride has committed suicide. I sent a guy, a policeman, someone to help me investigate the corpse of my pride, an autopsy of shame that only can be built brick by brick, generations by generations, bridge by bridge. My ears wouldn't listen to whenever my mom wanting me getting married with a woman. I better marry my favorite mango sticky rice, mom. The stickiness just fits best to my tongue. My pride has committed suicide. Prejudice has taken over. It has been following me to the grocery store, picking up what matters on my table, under my bed cover, in the kitchen, what's inside my underwear. My pride has committed suicide. Until now, I still can't marry the prejudice, because it doesn't really exist until it does. It doesn't really matter until it kills you, the way it told my pride to commit suicide. Hi pride, I'm okay except for your death and the prejudice that has been following me to the family house, picking up what matters. It has been following me to the bathroom, looking at me when standing in front of mirror, sneak into my blanket, dim the lights on my dreamy nights. I drove it to the closest graveyard and finally killed it a couple months ago. And was kind enough to bury it under my positive notes on Facebook. But the comments were against me. They spelled some mantras from Old Testament. Still, the prejudice raised up to my bed from the graveyard, pinged me a high from 1 inch away to my skin, fucked me roughly, feels so good, just the way muscular cheeseman does in a porn video over and over again. Last time I checked, doctor told me I'm soon giving birth to my pride. Thank you. Yep. So, for tonight, we will have 5 judges. So I will invite 2 of the audience to be part of the judges, but I will introduce you to the 3 guest judges we have right now. The first one will be Julia Winterflow. So Julia is an Australian writer, editor, and translator who has called Indonesia home since 2014. For the last 3 years, she was international media manager at UWRF, Ubud Writers and Readers Festival, but is now taking her first trembling steps into the world of freelancing. Oh, brave step. If anyone looking for a writer, editor, or translator, she would love to meet you later after the event, yeah? The second guest judges is Doni Marmer. Doni Marmer was meant to be working in the garden, really, but instead he prefers to dig deeper into the land of words, solitude, and expressions, the soil where poetry is growing. Living in Melbourne, and made all the way here for tonight. No, kidding. Away into foreign land, his new explorations begins. Prefers to hold your hands through poetry instead of throwing shattered glass into the floor. Wow. And the third one will be Bu Sonia Piscayanti. Where's Bu Sonia? So Sonia is a mother of 2. Kayu and Putik is here as well. A beloved mentor to the students at Komunitas Mahima, is currently teaching literature and English education at Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. She has published many books from poetry collections, novel, and play scripts. So, now, time for me to invite 2 of the audience to be part of the judges. So, if you want to be the judges, please raise your hand. I need 2 people. No matter what gender, no matter what social class, no matter how many poetry slam you have attended. So, please raise your hand, 2 audience. Two audience to be the judges. Okay, we have one there. Sorry, what's your name? Jesper. Jesper. We have Jesper and Pak David? No. 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 I want to hear yes. One other judges. Okay. What's your name? Sorry. Kirana. Kirana. So we have Jesper and Kirana to be part of the judges. Good. So we will have a score of 1.0 until 9.9 for tonight, yeah? So, committee, are you ready with the lottery? So we will pick randomly from the 6 finalists. Once again, we have, give applause to, we have, I want to introduce once again. We have John, we have Imam, we have Kaiser. I always mix up Kaiser and Kenzo. We have Zeta, we have Cleo, and we have Kenning. Okay, and the first poet will be... Can you please make drum roll sounds for me? Wait a minute, I'm still looking for their bio. Okay, this poet is a Balinese girl born in 1997. Since before she graduated from Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha, her love for theater and painting took her to the campus theater club Seribu Jendela, and now she is an active member of Theater Kalangan. So, everyone give applause to Cleo!
Where's the justice? She liked drawing rather than math. She had her own path. She dreamed to be something someday. Then you said she's not a good girl. She dug a hole very deep and deep. Buried the pieces of a broken dream. Started new life with your dream. But you never said she is a good girl. The time arose, she was a rose bloom at the beginning of spring, a first honeybee settled for her petal. For you, it wasn't normal. You said, she's not a good girl. She dealt not with her dream, fought on what she did not love, planted new dream, planted new love. When she won the fight, still you said she's not a good girl. Her grave of dreams, she built it for you. But you said, that is a good girl. She was broken in piece, lost with the pieces of dreams, then buried herself on the grave of dreams. She thinks she can never be a good girl. Where's the justice? Thank you.
So, do we have any good girls here? Okay, so before we go to the judges, I want to remind you, if you hear this sign for the poets, the first, once again, it means that you have already spent like 3 minutes, and the second one, so 3 minutes and 10 seconds, which is your time is over. So, judges, please raise the score. We have 8.3. We have 8.1, we have 7.8, we have 7.8, and we have 7.4. Oh, okay. Okay, it was 8.7, yeah, so. Okay, guys, judges, sorry. We have 7.4, we have 7.8, 8.7, 8.1, 8.3. Give applause to Cleo. Thank you, Cleo. Okay, for the second one, are you guys ready? Yeah. So, where is the name? I need a name. Okay. So, for the second point. He is an aspiring lawyer. They must his self-loading with academic resume, geek culture, and constant existential nausea. You may find him being confused and angry at the government. Wow. I can relate to it. And things in general on the internet. So please welcome Kaizen.
My first poem will be regarding humanity and how its self-destruction and how its greed will lead eventually to its downfall. Humans redacted. There's a letter in the indefinite future, a spaceship land on Earth, an alien species emerge, looking shocked and scared, seeing the state of affairs in Earth. They are on the verge of tears. They look around, they see cans of beers, cigarette butts, and the damage been done in years. Never pay the debt that comes arrears. Shit, winds, and fire, ruled by shit, kings, and fire. A fiery, shitty empire, you can smell it in the atmosphere. The aftermath of the massacre from the resident of Earth that was full of fears. Man, greedy to the core, gloating in their selfishness and more. Corpses in their bones in the lives of war that bore both blood and gore. They can't see their damages, they can't see their demises. No resistance to their corporate gods, turned politician, blinded themselves. Despite the evidence, we refuse to reuse, refuse to listen, refuse to act, never to glisten. Our race is divided, segregated, misguided, but we never debated against those who wanted greed in the constant need in a more for instant gratification. We rattled cages. We never stopped battle through the ages. We never quench our rages. And now, we're standing in the staring in the common desolation. In the aftermath of humanity abdication, nature long deserved vacation. The planet finally got to sit back and enjoy her pension. Humanity forgotten, thrown away, redacted, never again to be mentioned.
So we just heard a lawyer talking about humanity. Yeah, judges, please raise your score. We have... It's 1.9 or 9.1? 9.1, okay. So we have 9.1, we have 8.4, 8.2, 8.3, and 8.4. Kaizen, sorry. Oh my god. Okay, guys, if you want to read their poems online, it's already available later after the event at bit.ly/unspoken-justice. So you can access their poems online later, yeah? The next point we have we have the 25 years old who now lives in North Denpasar. He's a man. Graduated from Islamic boarding school Salafiyah Safiyah Sukorejo in East Java. And he currently is an active member of several art and literature communities around Denpasar. Give it up to Imam!
Potret berita seorang yang terbaring di dalam kamar. Masih disinilah aku terbaring, bersama sehampar kain saja, terbaring di atas divan tua di samping kaca jendela kamar. Masih disinilah aku terbaring menikmati sisa-sisa waktu, menyambut musim-musim baru, mengasuh mimpi, mengunyah pahit, mengunyah perih dalam tubuhku. Masih disinilah aku melewati batas-batas waktu pada geli, pada rintih, pada riuh, pada gerah, pada kelam, pada puncak, pada sesak, pada derap, pada ruang waktu dalam tubuhku. Masih disinilah aku berbicara padamu setelah banyak hal terjadi, tentang pagi, tentang malam, pada pagi, pada malam, pada gelap, pada terang, pada jauh, pada dekat, pada dingin, pada panas, pada bayang-bayang, pada mesra, pada kantuk, pada suntuk, pada nasib, pada awang-awang, pada mimpi-mimpi. Sisa warna tubuhku, pada mata yang tak dapat melihat, pada telinga yang tak dapat mendengar, pada mulut-mulut yang tak dapat berbicara, pada tangan-tangan yang enggan menggenggam, pada kaki-kaki yang tak ingin berjalan, pada tangan-tangan yang tersengal, pada hati yang berdetak, pada keruh embun, pada layu-layu daun, pada ranting-ranting pohon menjadi gemuruh, menjadi badai, menjadi gerimis dalam tubuhku. Kemarilah. Masih disinilah aku terbaring menikmati sisa-sisa waktu, tersenyum-senyum sendiri dalam keabadian. Sukses.
Terbaring dalam kamar. Kayak weekend banget ya. Okay, so judges, please raise your hands. Your score. We have 8.4. We have 9.3, 9.3, 8.2, and the last one is 6.9. Okay, that's good, yeah? So, I just want to remind you, actually, the bit.ly/unspoken-justice, you can access this by now. So if you don't understand like English or Indonesian version of it, we have like bilingual versions there, yeah? And the next point gonna be, can we make a drum roll, please? Okay, so the next one will be a woman. She works as a non-permanent teacher in SMA Negeri 1 Sukasada, teaching Indonesian language and literature. She admits to be shy, but loves reading and loves to be on the unspoken poetry slams, listening to music and admiring the universe. So please give it up to Getneng!
Pasal fakir miskin dan anak terlantar. Close your eyes. You don't want to see them. Neither to them whose soul many starvations. Corpses of ants and bugs are their friends. It is dark already. A child is crying while holding a doll with only one hand left. The mother is chopping bread, half for her child and half for a stray dog that has been waiting. The bread is very hard to chew. It hurts my teeth. Her eyes start to gloom. If only under a bright bloody-colored umbrella, with only a small lamp above their head, small plate, a few fork and spoon, a cheap knife, and a small fan. If only. Close your eyes. You don't want to see them. They also do not want to see what is left on the trash bin. There is no food there, they know. But with tears on their eyes, they keep searching. If only. They promised them bread and meat, but they only got bruises and thin men. Under the bright moon, they can't return, but they have to go home soon, or the night patrol will catch them and treat them like not humans. If only. Close your eyes. You don't want to see them, but you don't have to. They will not hear tomorrow. Only the doll with both of its hands have been sewn. Of course, it's on the trash bin. If only.
So that was the four poets. The poets tonight. Judges, are you ready? Please raise your score. 8.7, 9.3, 9.2, 9.2, and 9.7. Sorry, revise, 7.9. Oh, sorry. Still good. Okay, we have 2 points left. Another drum roll, please. Okay, so the next one will be a man. The only man left in the group. He can find him easily at warung. Oh, we can find him easily at warung Meng Brayut and Kanasta Creative Space in Denpasar. He is actively doing arts with Teater Kalangan and Kacak Kicak Puppet Theater as both director and actor. You can find him easily at warung. Oh, well, it's really good. Give it up to Jump! Knock knock. Knock knock.
Anybody home? Aku mengetuk sebuah rumah, pintunya dari emas dan mewah, temboknya bata-bata merah megah. Di dalamnya keluarga sedang berpesta. Knock knock. Ada 17 terang menyala. Ada kue tar 17 tangga. Aku ditawari minum daun teh dari gunung yang sedang raung. Lalu si kecil bertanya, "Mom, may I ask, from where do human appear? Why are they great? Are we really human?" Knock knock. Aku mengetuk pintu sebuah rumah, dinding terbuat dari coklat tanah, gentingnya masih basah, sisa hujan tak bersudah. Di dalamnya keluarga sedang duduk melingkar, makan malam di meja kayu bundar. Ada telur rebus dan telur dadar, ada tumis kangkung segar, ada cahaya lampu 50 watt berpendar. Knock knock knock. Dad, can I ask, what is God doing now? Where is he now? Why he doesn't hold? Thank you.
Okay. We still save 1 point left. Judges, are you ready? We have we have 8.8. We have 9.0, we have 9.2, we have 8.1, and we have 8.4. Applause once again for Joe. Okay, the last one. Okay, the last one is a woman had been a part of Malam Puisi Indonesia, which is Poetry Night Indonesia, since 2013. Her left brain is mainly meant for the psychologist industry, whereas her right brain wanders around poetry creations and disaster relief. So give it up to Zeta.
the chosen woman. Enak bercinta dengan perempuan. Sesudahnya selalu ada yang tahu tanpa diminta. Merapikan ranjang berantakan, membersihkan helai rambut bertebaran, bahkan menjulurkan api serta menyuguhkan kopi. Hingga kemudian lelaki bebas pergi, meninggalkan dinding-dinding bergetar tanpa kabar. It is so good to make love to a lady. She always knows what to do, what to say, how to make the bed on slightest cue, to clean after the falling hair and falling dignity, to even light the fire, and to serve hot black coffee on her bleeding pride. Until the time comes for the guy to live joyfully, guilt-free, while quietly the walls quiver, and her heart dries up, alone, in vain, waiting. Siapa yang semestinya buncah dan siapa yang semestinya mengalah? Siapa yang semestinya memaki dan siapa yang semestinya mengerti? Lagi pula, kita semua sama manusia. Perlukah saling berlomba memamerkan luka terbuka menganga? Siapa paling terluka karena siapa? Who should be the flood? And who should be the falling log? Who should cast the spell? And who should be petrified? Aren't we all the same? Soulful flesh and blood without having to show off whose one is bigger, worse, and more stink. Or even sadder, snobishly claiming who got the worst pain by who. Thank you.
That close our first round of Bali Slam Unspoken Justice. Judges, are you ready? We have 9.0, 9.0, 9.3, 9.1, 8.3. You got it all? You got it? Okay, cool. So how was it? Okay. So yeah, we will have the second round. But we will go, before we go to the second round, I want to hear some judges to deliver their points. Yeah. So, do you want to hear it, guys? Yeah. We have the first judges, which is Bu Sonia. Are you ready, Bu Sonia? So yeah, Bu Sonia is one of the activists, and she has Mahima Institute in Singaraja, ya. Give it up to Bu Sonia.
Tonight is not fine by Kadek Sonia Piscayanti. Look, tonight is not fine as you always think. It was a lie, tonight is fine, not as always true. Women cannot hide sadness, true. Woman can hide herself, not her dreams, true. Woman can be mean, can be true, can be wrong, can be bad, can be mysterious, can be everything she wants, true. Woman always smiles, lie. Woman always loving and caring, lie. Woman is controllable, lie. Woman is humorous, partly true. Woman is cynical, not woman, I am true. No turning back. If freedom is free, I will write freely. I will write a poem about a Balinese woman, a woman who knows prison better than prisoners. A woman who hangs herself and fails. A woman who cries every day and stays strong. A woman who gets a blame and remains calm. A woman who raises family and gets black magic. A woman who does everything and gets nothing. If freedom is free, I will shut them up. I will write even more than a poem. I will write a his story or her story about our tears and angers with them. I will write a tale about real life. I will write a destiny on my own. If freedom is free, I will burn the disaster. I will burn the habits. I will burn the entire bullshit. Only if freedom is free, I will rise and speak in front of God. We are not free. We are not free. Free us. Free us. We are not free. We are not free. Free us. Free us. Look, tonight is not fine as you always think. It was a lie. Tonight is fine. Not as always true. Woman cannot hide sadness. True. Woman can hide herself, not her dreams. True. Woman always lies, lie. Woman always loving and caring, lie. Woman is controllable, lie. Woman is humorous, partly true. Woman is cynical, not woman. I am true. Thank you.
Can I sing a song as well? No. So yeah, it's about woman and freedom. The second guest judges that will be here on the stage. Give it up to Doni Marmer.
Thank you, CD. Before I read, can we give a huge applause to those who organize these events, please? Let's give applause to Virginia. Let's give applause to Jasmine. Let's give applause to Dita over there. And let's give applause to Wulan and also CD and every one of you. Give applause to yourself. It's amazing, right? How do you guys feel? Shh. I'm gonna be really quick. My life is on the line, as thin as glass stretch, tight wiring around my neck. I only have 3 minutes to talk to you right now in this dark room that blinks 280 characters, chirping like a blue bird atop of the church of knowledge, of 24 hours, triumphant stories that will evaporate into nothingness. The cold filled with everyone that thinks they are the brightest, truest, and the most free. But we are not. We are bounded, cemented into the ground, and this wire tangled around us. I can only speak of fairy tales. Story that only will lead you to the maze of injustice, or the Goliath we call oligarch, or the pseudo-gods and goddesses who sold their soul to Satan, rooted their invested heart, so we have no place to grow our own anymore. I put my life on the line to tell you this, to let you know my brothers and sisters put their life on the line to let you know. Please have empathy that the quaking soil you're stepping in right now are composted with struggle, tears, sweat, and blood of those who understand kinship, of those who think about their family today, and of those who scrape the trash to find gold. But you feel unease just because your filthy sex life and colonial privileges will be disturbed? We shout louder than your lousy white dicks and fake orgasm. We shout for our own people, not for you. There are condolences on all sorrow as fake as our tears marching on the street. We are pushed to be sad, to cry from the gas and humiliation. I want to fight back march on the street, shout out loud the chant of mercy, the song of freedom, where we seek good glory of being human. We had enough of sleeping in nightmares. We were plowing soil to plant trees, but not our bodies. We want to stand in the lectern, giving speech and sending poetry of what is right for humanity and love, but not sobbing, delivering obituary of our dead friends fighting for us. I want to fight back, march on the street, but I don't want to say goodbye to my husband, to my mom, to my friends. I don't want them to be the next me standing on the side of the street with black umbrellas seeking for justice. Because justice is gone, hidden in the belly of those monsters. I put my life on the line, and they put theirs, fighting against me and my kind, when their ignorance and blind-hearted throw my queerness bring doom over their life. Stupidly, they spoil the premise of how powerful I can be. I'm on the hunt because they assume I can create havoc, landslide, earthquake, flooding, tsunami. The fucking apocalypse is on my hand, and yet I can't even open a fucking jar of pickles. Should I fear myself? Or should they fear of what love is all about? Shh. I put my life on the line. A thin glass thread wiring around my neck when I say this. The signs are real. Are we too late? We are not. But those whispers being shut down by the government, one by one of them, boxed in an unnamed crate, buried or cremated, disappear in the mess of injustice. The next one could be me. Could be you. Could be you. Or our kin. But as I said, this voice will be lethal if we organize ourselves and whisper together, create a tailwind of louder ripples. Stay vigilant, my comrade. Stay awake, because they are slithering under our bed while we are dreaming of world peace and freedom. Good night.
Woo! Yeah, the next one could be you, the next one could be me. Good night. Oh. So, actually, Unspoken Justice, the first round has been done. We have the 6 finalists. And we will go to the second round. The theme will be diverse. They can bring their own theme, topics, and things. So I want to say big thanks to the guest judges. We have Jasper. Actually, Jasper was the winner of Ubud Writers and Readers Festival Poetry Slam this year. Big applause to Jasper and Karina or Kirana? Oh, Kirana. Okay, so I want to invite 2 more. So Jasper and Kirana. I want to involve more audience to be a judges, part of the judges. So yeah, any one of you guys want to be involved in this second round as the judges? Okay, we have siapa nama kamu? Your Valentine. And then who else? One more. We have one more. One more slot for judges. Okay, what's your name? Sorry, Shanti. Okay, so yeah, just where you can give it to Ian and then Shanti. So the rules will be the same. We will have 3 minutes, and I just want to remind you, the first side means 3 minutes already, and then the second side will be, that means that you have already spent like 3 minutes and 10 seconds, or else, like I said, for you to finish your poems. Okay, we still have Doni, Julia, and Bu Sonia as the guest judges. Are you guys ready for the second round? I cannot hear you really. Are you guys ready for the second round? John, where is John? Imam, are you ready? I want to go home. Kaisar, Zeta, Cleo, and Kenning. So, we can start with the first poet for tonight, for the second round. Okay, Bu Sonia is still somewhere. So guys, if you want to have something for for drink and then some snacks, beverage or things, we still have some vouchers left outside, so please buy your vouchers there. And also if you want to access like the poems in bilingual language, if you cannot understand Indonesian or in English, please go to bit.ly/unspoken-justice. Okay, Bu Sonia, are you ready with the scores? The first poet will be, give it up to John.
Di jalan menuju Singaraja, November 2019. Aku menuju Singaraja, jalan-jalan melihat hutan cemara, jalan-jalan menghirup udara, jalan-jalan sambil bercerita dengan kekasih dari Jakarta. The sun at night makes me want to lie, a city that spark into my heart. Katanya di Jakarta tidak ada udara. It is a place for a run. Katanya orang-orang penuh duga. It is a place for a dust. Adakah adanya orang-orang berprasangka it is a place to disguise? Sebab di sana adalah orang-orang kerja. Di sini kita sedang bercinta. Sebelum sampai ke kota, kita singgah di tepi kata. Ada yang hendak kita rangkai bersama, menjadi apa-apa, menjadi ada-ada. Tapi semua bingung tentang arah. Karena cemas dan pasrah, kita tanam saja kata-kata dalam tanah. Semoga berbuah, semoga berkah. We stand between the line. Move forward, we'll meet the right. Move behind, we'll both fall. We see eye to eye. Try to decide which way to run, but still there is no sign. Like this life, we move in tides. Oh ya, kami menaiki motor vario pink warnanya. Muka kami penuh debu jadi kotor di jalan, orang-orang tergesa meloyor. Ashu, damn, oh my god, shut up. Umpatan-umpatan keluar dari mulut. Cuaca buruk, dinginan penuh kabut karena orang-orang penuh kalut. Akhirnya sampai di Singaraja. Terima kasih.
Kayaknya kebanyakan brem dia. Okay, judges, are you ready with your score? Okay, we have 8.9, 9.4, 9.6, 9.0, and 9.2. Okay, for the second one, I just want to remind you again about the vouchers. You can still have it for beverages or some snacks outside, and also if you want to access the bilingual poems, you can do it at bit.ly/unspoken-justice. The next one, oh my god, it's the second man for the second round. Give it up to Imam.
nyatanya masih disinilah aku, pada kulit yang berdebu, sedikit kotor dan bau. Nyatanya masih disinilah aku yang tak mengenali aku, pada tubuh yang lusuh, pada kulit yang kering. Aku sudah mulai lelah, tak dapat tersenyum, lupa segala malam, lupa segala pagi, lupa segala waktu, dan mulai mengurung nasib, mengurung mimpi-mimpi tentang hari ini seperti kemarin. Tak ada lembar baru ditorehkan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, tak ada lembar baru disematkan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, tak ada kisah kasih tersampaikan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, tak ada lembar baru ditorehkan. Bunga-bunga tak lagi mekar di wajahku, daun-daun tak lagi hijau di tubuhku. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, tak ada lembar baru ditorehkan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, tak ada lembar baru ditorehkan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin. Mimpi-mimpiku karam di atas dinding kasar. Ku simpan perih, ku simpan pedih, ku makan luka sampai bisa di kedalaman jiwaku. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, baru ditorehkan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, jiwaku mengering, jiwaku memanas bersama angin kemarau, bersama suara parau. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin, kemarilah kawan, ajarlah aku menikmati dunia luar. Aku ingin jiwaku terbakar, aku ingin jiwaku tumbuh mengakar, melayang-layang di udara, bangkit dan berjuang. Tetap setia dan tersenyum di tanah pegangan nenek moyang Indonesia. Masih disinilah aku terbaring bersama tunas muda. Karena hari ini masih seperti kemarin, tak ada lembar baru ditorehkan. Hari ini masih seperti kemarin. Bentar ya, makasih.
Okay, so judges, please raise your score. We have 8.4, 8.5, 9.5, 8.5, and Doni, 8.6. Woo! You are good. So, the next one. The first woman for the second round, Getning.
Morning. I know you know it, flowing from upstream without downstream. At the edge of the evening and the foothold of time, we drift the story into the valley, through gusts of wind and sighs of breath. Then with your eyes closed, you sing by dancing. Allow the sound of my steps accompany you. The first tell your life. What do you want me to tell you today? Anything. I will hear to hear. Then there you start singing. About sleeping, about healing, about smiling. Your second verse tells about everything. How dark can a sun be? Until we call it as night and moon. How long can a day hold us? There is just not enough hour for us. Now tell me about dreams. You smile. Dawn arrived. You started by saying goodbye. Good night, dreams. Thank you.
Yeah. So we already have like 3 poets, 3 are the left. Judges, we have 8.9, we have 8.9, we have 8.6, 8.4, and the last one 8.4. The next poet will be, okay, the lawyer, Kaiser.
Lord, I love you, but right now, I need you. My faith is weak. Allah, hembuskan rahmatmu. All my weakness so I can be near you. Karena tidak ada badai di luar kuasamu. Al-Alim, I don't know why the tragedies come to me. And why didn't you intervene? Al-Sami'i, Lord, I know that you hear their screams. But why is that you're absent? Why is that you're distant? Al-Hakim, you can save my family in an instant. Did you miss it? Did you listen? I know that you're there, but I need this to be true. I need that your word more than letter than the Quran. I trust you, Lord. You know that I do. But I can ask to help, but I ask you, Lord, where the hell were you? Because it wasn't supposed to happen. I can't believe that it's true. Al-Qadir, ya yang meluruskan takdir. In times like this, I see you more like an arbitrator, severing my father from my mother, my sister from my brother. Because if you were my God, then you would have been there. But Lord, you aren't there, or simply you did not care. Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. And now, in the name of all things unholy, of all things malevolent and gory, I declare, God, that I am not sorry, but from now, I write my own story. Allah, maafkan hambamu. Terima kasih.
Allah. We still have 2 left. Okay, I just want to remind any one of you who has signed up for open mic, please be ready later because we are going there soon. So you will need to be here in kind of 5 or 10 minutes, yeah? So, judges, we have, wow, 9.5, 9.2, 9.5, 9.2, and 9.4. Oh my score, oh my God. It's that good, though. Okay, the next one. A little girl, Cleo.
Goodbye. Going along the edge of the road, city lights stand still, walking while only gone. An empty bottle of wine, wishing for a chance, left in the corner, waiting for the second glance. Goodbye, he said. I did good. He said bye. How's it possible that the word good and bye become a couple? Our stories are just mortal. Blink, it turns to be memories. Our memories might be immortal. The moment when you kiss me, the moment when we inhale each other's breath. One breath for two. Like the bottle of wine we drank together one starry night. Goodbye, he said. I did good, he said bye. How's it possible to say bye for something good? Well, when you are no longer someone he missed, then it'll be good to release. Let him go, please. Let your heart rest in peace. Goodbye, I said. Hope he feels good with bye from these trembling lips. Let him go, please. Let your heart rest in peace. Thank you.
Yes. I don't think. Yeah. Good and bye. It's like never-ending questions for me. I left my hamburger lifestyle for good. So, judges. We have 8.5, we have 8.4, 8.6, 7.9, and 8.5. Are you ready for the last point for the second round today? Give it up to Zeba!
Dago pojok, terakhir kali. In my first black cafe this long weekend, I glanced onto the trails of morning dew. Dicangkir kopi pahit pagi ini sambil menatap embun daun sisa hujan semalaman, kita belajar menelan ampas dari harap yang kandas, doa yang terdaras, dan ikatan yang lepas. Masihkah kita tahu harus meminta apa kepada Tuhan jika semua yang kita inginkan belum juga jadi nyata? Do we still know what to ask and beg to the good Lord? What if all we hope, all we want, all we wish, all we linger not yet become true? Bagaimanakah cara terbaik kita untuk melumpuhkan kesakitan, menumpulkan ingatan? Bagaimanakah cara terbaik kita untuk mengawetkan cinta dan mengenakannya kembali dengan bangga ketika nanti mungkin tiba waktunya? Thank you.
Guys, please give big applause for all the finalists. Louder, please, louder. Okay, I just want to remind you guys, tonight we'll be witnessing like the second unspoken winner Grand Slam. Second unspoken Grand Slam winner. Yeah, after last year, I just want to introduce you to the winners of the last year. Mulan Dewi Saraswati was the winner of the last year, and tonight we'll be witnessing the second winner. I mean the winner for this year. Okay? Sorry, score, judges. I almost forget. 8.5, 8.6, 8.6, 8. That's true. 8.6 and 8.3. Okay, so guys, if you have signed up for the for the open mic, please be ready. Where is Virgie? Oh. Please be ready next to me on my left side, yeah? Because we'll start the open mic later. But before the open mic, I want to introduce you to Jamal. Could you come to the stage? Yeah. We can have some conversations. Jamal is one of the poets as well. He has been living in Ubud for how many years? Yeah?
Been here about a year, yeah. Was here for this last year. Here we are again.
Yeah, he was our guest spot for last year, yeah? And what are you gonna do today?
So tonight, still poetry, but now we're mixing it with a little bit of music, so we're going to mix some reggae and some jazz and some Afro sounds with a bit of poetry and singing and tell stories. That's kind of the point, you know?
Okay. So, who are you with? We have...
So, we have over there hanging out and setting up, that's Mbix. He will be playing this violin thing that I don't know the name of at all, in the least way. And way over in the corner hiding out is that Afro fellow over there, that's Isami. He'll be playing mbira and guitar. And we're just going to come together and tell stories. The theme of this is unspoken justice. And so we have a few things to talk about. Capitalism, colonialism, life, the city. Hope you enjoy it. Pretty much, yeah?
Okay, good. So, while we are waiting for, what's the name? The brass tacks. The brass tacks to perform and prepare their music. I just want to, I have a lot of things, you know, in my life, not only tonight. A lot of wickets to carry. So, we as the Unspoken want to say thanks to Cekindo Business International, Little Dogs Ubud, Nona Dansa Kitchen and Cafe Sanur, Bali Buda, Minikino, Mahima Institute, Indonesia, and special thanks to Ubud Writers and Readers Festival, where is Bujanet? She was here. And our media friends, BudaBalebengong.id, Tatkala.co, NusaBali.com, What's New Bali, IDN Times, Pro 2 FM Denpasar, MAVE Magz, and also if you want to know our updates Unspoken for next year maybe, because we will have open mic and also slam and also grand slam, please follow us on Instagram at Unspoken Poetry Slams, and also like us on Facebook Unspoken Poetry Slams. And if you want to have some more beverages or snacks, I think there are still time for you to get grab some vouchers outside. And also, if you want to see more of the poems the finalists wrote today on the stage, please go to bit.ly/unspoken poetry slams. Sorry, it's not bilingual, but if you want to translate it on Google Translate, it will be like a bilingual.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
No. Okay, please give it up to Brass Tacks.
Alright, so we are the Brass Tacks. I'm not finished my beer, so I'm going to be drinking this. Hope you don't mind. Yeah. So we prepared a little set that moves through a few themes. These poems, for the most part, come from a small book I wrote and published a few years ago, which brought me to Bali last year. And since then, I've found new worth in the work and new ways to kind of push it forward through music and collaboration. I came in from Jamaica, October of last year. Super long trip. Worth it though. It's a good place. So, this first one is called The City, and it's kind of a meditation on living in post-colonial places, living in places after someone else has conquered and ruled, and you grow up in these spaces and they're your home, they're your country, they're your culture. But it's still strange. It's almost like it belongs to you, but it doesn't. And so we're going to kind of go through this and talk about some stuff. Anytime you're ready, guys. up in this city. This crumbling image of the queen, etched out by her lovers, one floating inquisition at a time. This metropolis standing on legs linked in chains, shackled endings buried deep in time-redding pools. I never really knew who I was growing up in this city. Learned to walk in the shoes of marble giants, water damage eating through the illusion of economy. Went to school and learned another man's history. Couldn't find my face in any of the books. They're perfect covers like closed mouths, hiding crooked teeth. I never really knew who I was growing up in this city. And I'm still looking. I'm still looking. They're perfect covers like closed mouths, hiding crooked teeth. And I'm still looking. Saw a face like mine, it was drenched in sweat, tilling another man's field of gold. The age of innocence waned as I waxed poetic on books long before my time, searching for contour and context to questions only those lion-maned men told me to ask through a filter of sound and smoke. So I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still. Garvey's words came to pass. Not long after, spears of my ancestors were collected and burned in poisonous pits of progress and civilization, or I saw them set. Horse and carriage carrying the remains further than the sea. So I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still drenched in sweat, tilling another man's field of gold. And that's why last night I came home to children I fighting in the streets. I came home to children that look like you and me. Blaze drunk on moonshine, cutting the evening's guts into bits of breeze. So I'm still looking. I'm still looking. I'm still cutting the strings that their mothers had tied to their navels after the first had failed them. After we had failed them, after I had failed them, the crowd, a chorus of Shakespeare in July, devils in full swing. So that was the city, and give us 10 seconds to switch instruments, because luckily my two musicians play everything in the world, so I just get to sit here and talk. I don't have to really do anything. This is it. Yeah, so nice, right? Alright, so this next piece is kind of a mashup of a Zimbabwean song that focuses on war and suffering. And it's a piece that I don't even gonna lie to. This is not something I write down. We do it, I make things up, and I pretend like I know what I'm talking about, and that I'm very deep. I am not. Yeah. So everything I say will just be whatever I'm thinking at the time. If you ever hear this again, it will not be the same. That's kind of the fun of it. Yeah? And I get to kind of close this book for a minute. Whenever you're ready, use. What he's playing, by the way, is an mbira. It's one of the most beautiful instruments I've ever heard. Waking up to a burning world, warm feet on cold ground, running red as air raid whistles and bullets perforate air overhead, wondering what is happening here. These huts, they burn, and all the people running and screaming, and all the lives that turn. We were once whole. This place was once home. The magic and mystery of life was just today. And now we walk single file and wonder, where will we be taken? How far is this away? And the children that used to play, and the rivers that used to run, and the fathers that used to hunt, felled by a gun. And this now is change, so we hold a heart that hurts, and this now is pain, but we know that from earth is earth. Thank you. Alright, so that was us. Yeah, time's up. Thank you very much. We are the Brass Tacks. I hope you enjoyed it and thought about stuff. I'm going to go drink more beer. Have a good night.
Check, check. All right. Once again, give a big applause to Brass Tacks. Amazing, right? You took me to heaven. I'm back to earth right now. How's everyone doing? Ooh. Good morning. Time to wake up because what? It's time for what? Time for what? Okay, who got the popsicle stick with you? We want who's got number one? Wait, hold on. I just want to check. Number one, number two, number two, number three, number three, number four, number five, and 6, 7, 8. Who got number 8? Okay, 8 and 9. Anyone got number 9? Yes, and then 10. The last one. That's Sesame Street, everyone. We're counting 1 to 10. Okay. So what is happening right now is I'm just gonna be here just to actually call out number 1, and then everyone have to right away claim the mic and give the popsicle stick to Virginia. All right? Okay. Okay, so the category is poetry realness. I'm sorry, I need to do that. Yes, can someone help me move the chair, please? Just here to help. Before that, how do you guys feel about the poetry tonight? Are you guys okay? Do you feel the angriness of it? Do you feel the desperation also that actually we want to break free? You guys agree? Yes, because everyone definitely needs this kind of space. So, thank you very much for all of you here as an audience. Thank you for the energy. Give a huge clap to yourself. Ooh. Tough crowd. All right, let's give applause to. Oh, everyone with the sticks, come down here. Please. Yes, and then I will kick everyone with the stick on the stage and feel the excitement of actually reading your own poem. So you have to read your own poem, and then you only have 3 minutes as well, the same with the others, but thankfully there's no judges. I'm done being the judge. So this is the moment for us to appreciate who you come here to have poetry, so you want to share. No theme, whatever you want to read. Okay? Just don't read me. All right. 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes. All right, give applause to open mic of Unspoken.
Om Swastiastu. My name is Arthur, and this is my first time on stage. This puisi is in Bahasa. It's called Instan Memakan Tradisi. In a nutshell, it's how the instant world is eating up the traditional world, basically. Makanan tradisional, makanan instan. Makanan tradisi diinstankan. Instan memakan tradisi. Instan makan tradisi. Kopi instan, susu instan, bubuk rasa perasa nikmat dalam saset, robek sekali tuang diaduk. Mie instan, robek sekali rebus diaduk. Sarong instan, kamen instan, udang instan. Siap jadi beli, potong waktu, lupa apa ibumu yang ajar kamu. Tangan bekerja, ada damai dalam cara, damai dalam lipatan, masak, tanam, petik, ada Bali di situ, benong dulu ke situ. Dunia baru memaksa ilmu, arti kaya berganti makna. Anak kamu jadi apa? Dulu senyum ada sapi, sekarang nangis desa hilang. Dulu beliau gunung berapi, sekarang beliau kertas warna-warni. Cuci mata, telinga bersih. Dahulu kala membuat kini kala. Kini kala lupa dengan besok kala hilang bangsa. Instan memakan tradisi. Matur semua.
Hello. All right. This is maybe the only happy thing I've ever written. It's called Mutant. Blood from the collision dries as the newborn angel sizzles in his crater beneath a net of lightning. Dust and fist-sized rock and acid rain. I watched first from afar with horror, laughter, his explosions wild, rhythmic arrays. But dead language residues, gasps and cackles, stomped my heart back to life in a feedback loop umbilical, baiting me with empathy. I approach his fading lasers, beacons skeined in snakeskin, attempting SOSs. Could I sever such a painful signal, animal and orchestral, encrypted in varicose and riveted? I dislodge his cyclic sobs, obsolete mating rituals, and pluck his stuttered soul back to terrifying normal with recipes for miracles. Does he hiss as I near, a shivering slither, the roar of icebergs rolling over? His flesh is brazen, reptilian, and what might be a soul throws up a cloudy shield. I'm filtered and transported to his homeland, holding what I believe to be his hand, because it feels wrong. Our cells, corrupt ancestral membranes, throb, drumbeats coated in needles. His nucleus claws, thrash and unravel, unzipping us into paragraphs of sequenced chemicals. We rise from the blood and milk of cradles, away from the blisters and tumors naming us monsters, where dark matter makes light of burnt toast, sunny side up. What damage and repair could touch? And watch our hybrid sound, wait and listen for its echo. knowing it will come home. Alien song.
Good evening, Betelnut. Thanks for letting me come out. My first spoken word event in Bali. I'm really chuffed. Although I would have been happier still if I could have been on the Grand Slam lineup. So honestly, I think I would have fancied my luck. But I know, there have been heats and stuff for the past weeks and months. See, the peaks and troughs separate the wheat from the chaff. As someone who's new to the community, I still need to break that crust, earn my trust. So here, let's go. Ears, perk 'em up. Let me take you to the year 65, a small town father of three just trying to get by. After a long day in the fields, planting some rice, he comes back home, sees his wife at the fireplace, stirring a fry, walks past her, gives her a smile, reaches for the radio and turns on the dial, and the news makes the hairs on his neck go rise. There was a coup in the capital late last night. Chaos everywhere, no one knows why. He looks up to the sky, sees storm clouds gathering up on high, and says, God, please have mercy on this earth of mankind. Then a colonel and his men arrive, asking if they know who was behind the event and where their loyalties lie. But tell me, how from a distance of 1,000 miles could these people, many of whom can't even read or write, be treated like the movement's masterminds? But somehow it transpired that our guy was a member of the BTI, this union that fights for farmers' rights. So the soldier raised the brows off his eyes, pointed to his four-wheel drive and said, you, get inside. And thus he became just one of hundreds of thousands across the isles who were imprisoned or sent to camps without a trial, or worse still, disappeared or died. And I'm not just talking about a few Javanese who lived so long ago you'd be ill teased to know what the victims feel. I invite you to come out that door with me, walk about 50 meters east to a house with a sign that says Chandari, and find a white-haired woman who's 83 and ask her why she's been a widow since the mid-60s, or her sons why they haven't seen the dad since they were bare EPs. Because these aren't just statistics or memories, these are people I meet regularly who pass my community. History isn't just a book we read with interesting stories about other people's tragedies. It's the very air we breathe, why we see what we see, who sits in high government seats and who sweeps the streets. Indonesia, rumah kita bersama. Indonesia is all our home. Then why is it that some of us still feel so alone, like we live in a house that's not our own? So many rooms we're not allowed to go. Now, I'm not necessarily saying they're full of bones, but it would explain why there's so many ghosts. Because the ghosts of 65 are still alive. You can rewrite history, but you can't rewrite our lives. As for the ghosts, I made peace with mine. I suggest you do too, otherwise they'll haunt you for the rest of the time. Imagine a sea full of bottles with messages unopened, carrying the last wishes of people whose spirits have been broken. For the last 50 years on top of the water that have been floating, that's Indonesia in 2019. Any truth we have is just whisperings in the ocean. And as for justice, it's somewhere in those depths, buried deep and unspoken.
Good evening, everyone. The last poem that I'm going to read out of 3, I say the word Beelzebub. And Beelzebub was the name that Christ used in the Gnostic Gospels to describe Satan. And actually it exists in the gut, in our stomach. So the last poem is about fasting. So I'm going to read 3 separate poems. Oh, the irony in the tyrant's tyranny speeches. He stands tall and preaches about the people he impeaches. It's so plain to see in this eroded economy the irony in the tyrant's tyranny speeches. The brains all made to hear the propaganda's fear. It's time you awoke, the plutocrats provoke, and they have a new agenda, the ultimate contender of an office orchestrating wealth, concealing lies with stealth. Oh, the irony in what they say. The tyrant's troops come home today. But the eyes of the blind disempowered to find the truth in the discourse. The media's the king's source. Oh, the irony pawns you are. Just wait and see, like leeches in the tyrant's tyranny speeches. This next poem is about karma. One day the fruits of your actions may not be the sweetest hour. For today your pride has turned you against reason, but tomorrow you will try yourself for your own treason sour. And those who doth drink from poison chalice, and cast their sorry spells with malignant malice, cast their sorry spells with no regret, but the seeds that were sown you will beget. For all is a dream, your own doing disguised, and the hurt that you ensued with ember eyes, dressed in insidious ignorance, and fallen from grace. The mirror returns, your fate you face. And this last poem is about fasting. There it brews and boils within, a cauldron fit for a demon king. Crowned by indulgence, a concoction so foul, only your empty desires could ever allow. Cast out your demons and sweet appetite delight. Fast through your traumas and ride the dead of night with all your might. You might just reach the kingdom inside, for on this journey you cannot hide. From the serpent that slivers and withers your sanity, there doth it give birth to the sin of humanity. And so the fools think themselves wise, and that they hold all that is true, but little did they know, the joker in the pack was Beelzebub's stew.
Hello, my name is Christy. I'm a quiet comedian. I said to my friends up there, Stephanie, that the very first time I met him, I'm a sad clown. No, I made up that things probably exist, I don't know. So, I made this poetry. Okay? Oh, you there, darling? Ada apa dengan diriku dan kegelisahanku tentang siapa di balik jiwaku yang gelap dan pikiranku yang kotor. Aku memikirkan terus bagaimana caranya aku mati suatu hari nanti, dan pada bagaimana aku menyampaikan rasa ibaku pada dunia yang fana dan meninggalkan paru-paruku dengan penuh air, karena bisa saja aku mati tenggelam dalam pusara air dan lumpur yang satu di atas bumi. Aku mendapati keterbatasanku sebagai manusia, dan dengan induknya Tuhan menempatkan dan menyampaikan bagaimana aku harus berhenti jadi peri sombong, congkak hati. Ada lagi perempuan-perempuan yang lebih sedih perbandingannya dengan hidupku ini. Hari-harinya dilipat rasa bersalah, dan setiap harinya ia hampir gila. Ia bangun larut di subuh pagi, menyeruput teh melati dan berdiam diri pada ombak laut yang jauh dari jendela kamarnya. Ada yang lain, tenang, lelap dalam tidurnya, dan menarik sekali, ia hidup di antara bintang-bintang dan langit-langit kamar, menutup diri dari sinar bulan, melingkar pada bahu, pada punggung gula ayahnya, atau kamu bisa sebut ayah gulanya, Gundik. Ada yang lain, hidup sendirian, duduk dan menyajikan secangkir kopi, dituduh telah mengambil sebagian dari perhatian anak laki-laki dan menjadikannya sebagai perisai untuk makmur di masa depan. Ada nggak? Ada. Yang seperti aku ada juga, menunggu pohon-pohon palma hilang sinarnya karena matahari sudah hilang, mengulang kekuatan untuk siap esok datang lagi. Yang seperti aku berdiri, meletihkan diri, makan, mematikan diri mencintai. Terima kasih.
Hello everyone. My name is Jesper, and my poem is called Who Will Help to Rescue Free Press. His doom seems sealed in a locked room. In a cell, buried in hell, the free world is slaying a white knight, howling, lonely in the night. The keys to his cell got thrown away to make the people unconsciously accept the real betray. The becoming ghost desperately screams to deaf ears, while the last faith in free speech disappears. A proclaimed threat to the country chosen by God, who in God's name machine gun down innocent hearts. Now staged in a theater disguised as a prisoner, the knight faces the judge, the jury, and the executioner, performs in a play as the villain against the deceptive hero, who might one day let the mask go, but then it could be too late to save a crime mate. Take action, don't take revenge, to save free press and Julian Assange. Thank you.
Back in Berkeley, when I was in my prime, east to west, the men were running crime. A lot of young'uns stood up against their dirty, saying, don't trust anyone over 30. They snubbed them out with a culture-wide brush. And here we go again. Some things ain't changed that much. She said, okay, Boomer. I said, I came sooner from the prior rotation. I'm the silent generation. Lordy, that's a riot. No one ever called me quiet, but the silence failed you too. Left an awful mess for you. May you have succeeded where we were stampeded and not find out like we did. You're outnumbered and outbleeded. So bang your clangor and bless your anger and put us all to shame. But watch out, him, and watch out Z for the OK boomerang. She said, okay, boomer. Continuing presumer. Anyway, that's the rumor. Still, it haunts us like a tumor. There's a pile of woe upon us, and I fear we all are goners. For so many were beguiled from the days when they were child. But you don't owe us a friggin' thing for being duped in that Ponzi scheme. You deserve a new solar system, but the spoils were spent on glitter and jism. So bang your clangor and bless your anger and put us all to shame. But watch out, M, and watch out, Z, for the OK boomerang. She said, okay, boomer, which I received in all good humor. And of course, I'd gladly step aside, but there's nowhere left to hide in any way. And yet, you're going to need all the allies you can get. But even if all of them do their best, how the heck are we going to pass this test? But I've seen games that I'd given up, and then my team come back and whoop their butts. So on land and sea and sky, let's give it that good old drop-out try. So bang your clangor and bless your anger and put us all to shame. So watch out, M, and watch out, Z, for the OK boomerang. Woo!
Hello? Yes, it's working. Hey, my name is Shanti, and I was walking on the street. I was writing a poem on my phone, and this guy passed me, and he gave me a compliment, but I was on my phone, and I ignored all the taxi, massage, tattoo, so I thought it was something like that. And then the other guy across the street, he said, "You want international taxi?" I said, "Hey, you're also from my country." And then he said, "What?" So I started chatting with these two guys, and they were very charming. So I joined them for a drink, and they wanted to hear more of my poetry, and I thought, yes, I'll take this chance. But they were interested in my poetry, but I wasn't interested in them like that. So they asked me 3 times, "Do you think I'm attractive? Do you want me?" I said 3 times no, and then I asked, "Do you want an explanation?" And when I gave the explanation, this is what happened. This poem is called "Be a Real Man." Passive, aggressive, possessive, massive fire on me, gunning me down, pulling me in, I'm drowning. Trying, pushing, overpowering, disrespecting boundaries, unaware, asking questions just to throw me off, feeling like they never get enough. They are like true hunters, going for the kill, wanting to get it in, only caring about what they want, not interested in me saying no, forcing me to take a stand. I feel cornered, boundaries not honored, treated like a piece of meat, or worse, like I'm something they can step on with their feet. They move like predators, play survival. Walls up, masks on, all of us gone. Unsafe. They misbehaved. I caved a bit, and now I'm done with it. Thank you.
Hi, this is called The Big Tree Fell. I was there when the big tree fell. Tangled roots, thick and blacker than hell, foggy, choking and burning smell. Yes, I was there when the big tree fell. Left my mind at the scene, saw the devil disguised in green. Yes, I was there when the big tree fell. Or was it pushed? Broken limbs and ground covered in leaves. Spiders run from the webs they'd weaved. Birds flee from the death of their home. Baby orangutan all alone. Left my heart at the scene with a devil disguised in green. Yes, I was there when that big tree fell. Or was it pushed? Ancient forests versus our need. Our insatiable financial greed. Yes, I was there when that big tree fell. Yes, I was there when that big tree fell. Or was it pushed? Heart and mind still at the scene with those devils disguised in green. Yes, I was there when all those ancient trees were felled. Or were they pushed? Or were they burnt? Or were they murdered? Or what? Thank you.
Selamat malam. Thank you also to the organizers for doing this, continuing this, keeping the space for people to share. This one is called Open. I could bathe in your rays for the rest of my days. This I know without needing to think. The light of your soul shines, I experience sunset and sunrise every time you blink. No chinks in my armor, I'm not wearing any. My chest is wide open, my heart is exposed. I cannot lie, I have slight fear that you'll stab it one day. Well, this is a fear I'm willing to face. And in the face of this fear, I'll state my case. Hey, fear, listen. See, I love her. I am love with her, so you just gonna have to step aside. And while we're at it, why don't you step along with that dude Pride? You see, I got a son inside, and even if my heart is denied, I and it will never cease to rise and shine. Divine union of heart and mind, prize of the climb found in total presence. Moment to moment focus, direction of the breeze, opening of a lotus, wink of a dragonfly. You and I are nature, love. So let's love our nature and allow nature to love ourselves deeper. Enrich its human features. We are creatures of the paradox. Let's embody love. Allow our lips to become magic wands. Kiss, poof, and disappear into infinity. I can no longer contain this and wait. When is the right time when there is no time? Only now. Fuck the comfort zone bullshit, safe ass predictability of how we've always done it. The current mess of humanity is a result of how everyone have always done it. Fear-riven drive to illusory summits, dancing low on a plateau with a flat flow, blind to life shouting, look, here, now, grow, glow, jump, fly. I refuse not to. The fuse was lit on this love the moment I saw you. Yes, I saw you. I saw in you. I saw around you. I saw between you. I see you. I see you. I see in you. I see around you. I see between you. I see beyond you. There's something about you that isn't even about you. That isn't about me. That's about a high activation frequency that is here, ceaselessly making requests to us saying, open. Please, open. Open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind. You already made this choice to do this, remember? This mission you chose and all has led to this moment, so please, open. No more delaying, no more procrastinating, no more excuses, decisions, distracting yourself from yourself. No more anything, any choice that prevents you from truly opening and awakening to truly who you are. Please, open. Open so we can move through you, the holistic instrument, the uniquely beautiful instrument. In clarity of intuition, we will play and create music that further anchors love, power, which evolves this planet. And yes, you are here to evolve the planet, so please, open. Open, allow that magic you are to reveal what is possible when true love permeates the being, activates that high wisdom, unlocks those codes, awaken the awareness of this dynamic totality of the infinite ocean of isness. Please, open. Some call this frequency heaven. I call this frequency home. Home is emerging. If home is where the heart is, then you are my home. My heart is with you. You are emerging. Let's be courageous. Let's open.
Great, I have like, check, can you hear me? I have like kind of mixed feeling from the poems from the open mics. Yeah, I feel like the erotic things, we feel something like the jokes feel guilt sometimes. But anyway, I want to invite the 6 finalists because it's time for them to know like who will be the winner. Are you ready, guys? Please, the 6 finalists, we have Zeta, Genning, Jasmine, are you the finalist? No. Kaiser, I remember your name now, not Kenzo. Cleo, Imam, and John, please come up to the stage. Once again, thank you for all the poets from the open mics. It was beautiful. Thank you for you guys staying here until this late. Thank you also for the committees, for the organizers. You've been great. and we'll still have some plans next year, and also the Grand Slam. Thank you also for the judges, Doni, Bu Sonia, and Julia, and also the judges from the audience. Now, Imam, where is Imam? Imam lagi mengimami, oh enggak. Imam. Okay, so how can I get the names for the winners? Can someone whisper to me? So yeah, just to let you know, we calculate compiling all first round and second round, and we got 2 winners for tonight, right? The first winner and the second, like the runner-up. So. Okay, so this total score from the first winner is 38.6, and for the runner-up is 38.2. Are you ready, guys? It's like really close, yeah? So, I want you to give them kind of a drum rolls. For the runner-up, wait, I need to make sure. For the runner-up, we have Kaisar. And for the winner for today, drum rolls. I'll give you a clue. Brum, 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 brum. Putra. Yay! Kaisar and John, please. Yay! Congratulations for Kaisar and John again. And yeah, all finalists. I'll invite all the judges after this, yeah? All the judges and maybe audience, we can also take a picture together after this. We have Kirana Jesper, Shanti, and also Iin. You can come join the finalists and the judges. Julia, Bu Sonia. Okay. Okay, once again, thank you for everyone for coming to the Unspoken Grand Slam 2019. See you in Unspoken Grand Slam 2020. We'll give you an update.
And also, thank you very much for supporting us. Next year, we will have National Grand Slam, and hopefully we can represent Indonesia to the global stage. So thank you very much. We love you all. Yes. So please stay. Drive home.